Approaching Lake Monroe in the central state area of Florida, we noted curiously that the stream flow was northerly in its movement. We were to learn later that the St. Johns River is the only major river on the North American continent with this characteristic. We had traveled the St. Johns from Jacksonville, Florida to now, Lake Monroe in Sanford, Florida, and would dock for an indefinite stay at the Holiday Isle and the new sparkling lakefront inn close by. Sanford proved to be a clean inland city with palm and large oak-lined streets, the latter decorated by nature's generous distribution of overhanging moss. Being immediately impressed by the shape of things, we set about for a genuine look-see of this picture postcard area of north central Florida. We liked what we saw. The beautiful sight of ripening oranges. The impressive farms near about gave one the feel of growing, of advancing, of planting roots in the ground for a better tomorrow. Dairy cows and cattle seemed to thrive in green carpeted pastures. Industrially, we learned Sanford had been fortunate for a number of years in having some fair-sized industrial plants, and that steady growth continues in this direction. One of the most impressive boatworks in the entire nation is located here. This colorful plant turns out different dimensional boats by the hundreds, as this myriad of color units would seem to attest. When the Navy pulled out of Sanford, they left practically a complete facility, including many buildings suitable for immediate occupancy, ideal for small and large industries. And while some of these are already operational, there are many more just waiting to be put to use. There's an Olympic-sized swimming pool among the complex, as fine as any country club might offer. With an adequate supply of skilled and unskilled labor available, Sanford looks to a rewarding future.
As part of the family circle, I share my husband's enthusiasm for Sanford. A potpourri of creativity is readily apparent. It is a good bet that even some natives do not know that they have the world's largest manufacturer of custom-designed business cases right here in this inland port city. The Sanford Airport has runways with the capability for handling the big jets and turbojets, and on weekends absorbs much of the overflow charter flights to Disney World. Executive jets from throughout the Southeast favor Sanford for convenient access to Orlando and to land, 30 minutes east and west by car. And how many cities can boast of being the southern beginning and terminus of the exciting auto train, with arrivals and departures daily to and from the east? This popular means of travel, wherein your automobile is placed on the same train with you, has caught the tourist's fancy, as near-capacity sales would attest. Seaboard coastline streamliners also serve Sanford. The new multi-million-dollar courthouse is truly a handsome addition to the lakefront area. And a 12-story high-rise looms tall on the downtown horizon.
There's an abundance of pure soft water and plenty of electric power. Central Florida's largest inland river port boasts of a spectacular new multi-million-dollar terminal. The retail stores and professional establishments offer an endless variety of merchandise and services. The cinema palaces feature rocking chair comfort. Homes are available in all prices, from the modest to the more pretentious, and are designed to require a minimum of housekeeping and maintenance. And the Chamber of Commerce is glad to assist in any way they can be of service. Upon Apartments range from the modest to the palatial. Some have waterfront locations. All are close to shopping centers. The Sanford churches are spread throughout the city area and have a look of beauty and welcome about them. One doesn't have to look long to find the place of worship involving their own faith. The Sanford Herald, published 5 times weekly, is housed in beautiful quarters overlooking Lake Monroe. One of Florida's finest small city zoos is at Sanford, an appreciated family attraction. Who can think of Florida without thinking of flowers? It is apparent springtime in Sanford brings out a glorious bloom world. And seasonal flowers blossom the year round. The banks of Sanford are the last word in banking decor, and they all make you feel welcome. These financial institutions are conveniently spaced in every section of the city where patron acceptability is the keynote to consideration. The Seminole Memorial Hospital is completely modern with a capacity of 200 beds. Sanford's medical facilities are equal to those in any southern city of comparable size. Everything here is for the comfort of the individual, as is typified by the restful Lakeview Nursing Home. The medical roster includes a number of excellently trained specialists. Within a short radius of Sanford are several dozen facilities for the golfer, from par 3 and executive courses to championship links and the Mayfair Country Club, a Sanford standout and favorite. The annual Citrus Championship Tournament is played in Orlando, just moments away. The Sanford Orlando Kennel Club offers dog racing at its best during the winter season. And then the Greyhounds take their summer activity to Daytona. The fast and colorful game of Jai-Alai gives the same coordination. Summer in Daytona and winter in Sanford, Orlando. The great auto races are less than an hour's drive from Sanford, making the Lake Monroe City one of the most sport-minded cities in Central Florida. Sanford is ideally located for convenience to many of Florida's great national attractions, such as the oldest city, Disney World, Cypress Gardens, and Cape Kennedy spaceport activities. The NASA tour of the space complexity is a must on the agenda of most visitors to Florida. And school and college students within the state find it a fascinating adventure, only an hour's drive from Sanford. For the sportsman, aside from rewarding fishing on the doorstep of Lake Monroe, there are numerous streams nearby that are full of bass and other freshwater fish. Deep sea fishing can be thrilled too from Daytona Beach and New Smyrna Beach exits to the Atlantic Ocean from the inland waterway. Lake Monroe is often the setting for picturesque and exciting sailboat regattas. For beach lovers, the world's most famous beach, Daytona, is less than an hour's drive. Here, a wonderful surf offers swimming and bathing unsurpassed anywhere on the Sunrise Coast of Florida. Surfing comes in for a big play here, as well as at New Smyrna Beach. The youngsters have their innings sports-wise in Little League, Babe Ruth softball and baseball activities, and this on the sports agenda is one of the most popular efforts of the Recreation Department. The major leaguers and affiliates train at DeLand and Orlando, an easy half-hour drive by car to either location. There are many outstanding and varied restaurants in this great international cuisine-conscious area. Since today, education is such an important part of life for everyone, consider these facts. Sanford students can go through junior college without ever leaving home and with full accreditation. Then they can enter Rollins College or Stetson University, both within a half-hour's drive from downtown Sanford. Florida Technical College is only 15 miles to the south. Indeed, Sanford's educational advantages are unsurpassed anywhere in the state or in the entire Southeast. The public school system continues aggressive expansion to maintain quality education. Several schools have won national recognition on their architectural designs. There is even a naval academy in Sanford. One of the finest schools of its kind in the nation, leading to direct acceptance into Annapolis, West Point, and the Air Force Academy. Well, we're a bit overwhelmed by it all, and don't be surprised if our boat has permanent docking privileges at the Sanford Marina. We like what we have seen.